control. Politicians and celebrities make deals behind closed doors, promises broken, and their income soars. Hidden agendas run the grand parade. In the circus, choose a masquerade. Believe me, I wouldn't lie. I've been given money, power, and fame to keep you in line.
Welcome, everyone. I am here today to be talking to you about what is a mid. What is a mid? Especially in America, because I can only speak for America, because that's where I am. That's where I've always been. Okay, so the history of mids. Yes, I'm sorry, guys. We're talking about looks today, and this is how I look. Deal with it. Anyways, so what is a mid? Back when I was young, the standards for being attractive were sky high, like the sky's the limit. Like you probably had two girls in every high school that were like very conventionally attractive. So two. And you know what? They weren't like celebrity attractive. They were they were just like they usually had their signs like that they were really good looking was they were in relatively decent shape and they had very clear, bright skin and eyes and nice, shiny, long, healthy looking hair, right? So that was how you could tell if a girl was like superiorly attractive back in the day. You know, there's of course little features about the face, all that stuff matters and whatever. But it was very rare to get that. And usually the girls who had that in high school, by the time they were like 30, whatever attractiveness they had was gone with like the stress of life and children and all that stuff. So that's where we were. But then now we're into like more modern times. And I noticed like, let's say starting 10 years ago, like in the maybe like 2010s, right? That was when I noticed that attractiveness kind of changed because we had a lot more fillers, we had a lot more Botox, we had a lot more plastic surgery, we had a lot more like gym bro girls, muscle mommies, whatever. And the looks started to change. Plus, at the same time, the food became way more toxic. Right. So it became very, very difficult to stay healthy. And if you're not healthy on the inside, it's really hard to look healthy on the outside. But there were ways to artificially make yourself look better. And then, of course, social media hit, and people who were like maybe like fours and fives were able to digitally alter themselves to literally look like 8, 9s, and 10s. I'm talking about like videos can now snatch a waist, make the bum bigger, make everything bigger. You can get augmentation for everything. You can get injected everywhere. You can get your butt injected, your boobs injected. They're injecting filler, like this much filler into girls' butts now. This is a real thing. So anyways, so there's ways to do all that stuff. But when I was working, yeah, exactly. But when I was working in social media and with my clients were only females, like really hot Instagram models, right? So I would meet them at events and I'm expecting to be around like the most top tier, gorgeous women in the world. But when you see them in person, you're like, the body here is not the body on the Instagram, right? I mean, good on them. They get to make money pretending to be something that they're not. But I mean, I don't know what that's doing to their brains or their minds, but that's what they were doing. And the other thing was some of them had gorgeous faces. The body was being altered. And then sometimes it was gorgeous bodies and the face was being severely altered. And a lot of them, they had acne, discoloration. They had to have hair extensions because there was hair loss. Because a lot of these people nowadays in America are suffering from autoimmune conditions, stress-induced conditions. We are the sickest population in the world. Yay, us. We are being filled with toxic chemicals in every move you make. It's like It's a minefield of toxic chemicals. Everything we do, everything we own is spewing toxic garbage, and it's making everybody less attractive. So what does a mid look like now in 2025, right? 2025. Guys, this is your chance. You're probably a mid right now, right? It has never been easier to be a mid or higher. I'm serious. Like, it is so easy to be good looking right now. So let's talk about like why I'm talking about this day. Because I was fighting with Jake, not fighting, but we were joking around on my podcast. And he's talking to me about like, what's your number? Oh my God, what's your number? And I'm trying to explain to him. Here. Anyways, whatever number I was good enough.
I love it in America. I noticed when I was there.
I'm sorry, I didn't get my question answered. By the way, whatever number I was enough. That's not.
Oh yeah. What would you rate yourself at 10?
Maybe like a 7.5.
At the time,
Yeah,
when you're looking that skinny and shit, you're a 7.5.
I think so. I mean, I didn't have like, you know what I mean?
Some people like skinny chicks. Jake, I would fuck the gristle of a skinny chick. I would go for it. Like,
bro, I like skinny chicks too. Trust me, I like skinny chicks. But however, I'm just looking at Kat as a whole, and I'm thinking, guys thought she was an
Jake
8.
likes fatties.
Eights, bro. Eights,
so you think it's the face
Hold
that
on. Do you
ruined
want me to
it?
show you a real photo? It's a little inappropriate.
Kat, no,
Okay, Kat, get the tits out.
I don't want to see that. I'm just saying. I think even your answer right there might be a little delusional, right?
Yes.
Like, I think you're pretty average. Like that. I'm like, well, yeah, she's an average chick.
Average?
She's a 5. Yeah, you're 5.
What
No,
else?
I'm sorry. Did you look? Trust me, I'm a 5 too. We're both
No,
5s.
no, Jake, you are not a 5.
I'm a 5. We are
no,
both
you are
5s.
not.
Yes.
We are not both 5s. Do
We
not
are both
sell it
5s.
short. You are a dumb whore. You are not a
Dude.
5.
Oh my God. You're embarrassing me now. I'm a 5. I'm an average looking dude.
You are not average. Have you
I
been
am average,
outside?
Kat.
Have you been outside?
I never thought I would live to see the day to see Jake fishing for compliments.
No, it's not that, bro. Seriously, I'm an average guy. I'm literally the average dude.
Jake, you've got to go outside and see what's out there. Hold on.
If I wasn't here 5 minutes from now, Jake would be like, "I'm so fat though. You should really see. Let me show you my belly." Sometimes I go and cry in the fridge, and she'll be like, "No, Jake, you're beautiful. You've got such a wonderful soul."
Dude, we're doing that thing in the video.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I think Kat's trying to sabotage me. Like, no, you're perfect the way you are, Jake.
Never change.
Never
If
change.
she doesn't like you, she doesn't deserve you.
If you don't like me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
Kat's gonna get off her chair like Drew Barrymore and hold Jake's hand and be like,
You deserve everything.
Oh my God. That's insane, dude.
Hold on, let me find a picture where my boobs look good.
Oh God.
These are 45-year-old boobs. Hold on.
"The milk's gone bad."
You know what? It's fine. No, you don't. It's
Bro.
Anyways, so we're going to be talking about what is a mid, because if Jake thinks that we're mids, we're not mids. Yeah, look, in the 80s and the 70s, hell yeah, we would be the dorks listening to emo or something in the corner, like the freak kids, maybe with the big baggy Janko pants, whatever. And Jake would probably have like his emo hair swooped across his eye and just like this. And everybody would be like, I think he's gonna bang up the school later. And we'd all like kind of be like, just better be nice to him. I don't know. Like that's what Jake would be. And that's what I would be. But because it's gotten so much easier to be attractive, guys. We're doing great now. Like we're doing great. Like I'm going to show you how easy it is to be mid, meaning that like it's that close to be like attractive. Because if you're just mid or a little bit more, like we're good. You're gold. You can have whatever you want. It's going to be amazing. Okay. So let's get into it. First, let's get into some stats. We're going to do the average 35-year-old because 20-year-olds, you're supposed to look good. I do not think it's impressive if a 20-year-old looks good. I'm sorry. You haven't gone through any life events. You're not paying bills yet. Like, come on. You're in college or you're in like your first whatever. You've taken on a lot of debt, but it hasn't hit you that you will never pay it off yet. I don't judge 20-year-olds on their looks. That is just your genetics. And genetics, as important as they are, they can't help you if your environmental stress goes up. That's your tenacity to beat it down, right? So we're going to be talking about the average 35-year-old, right? 35-year-old men. Let's start with 35-year-old man. And then we'll get to the women, so you guys will have fun too. All right. So the average 35-year-old man. So this is a dude that has gone through some stuff. He's finished with college. He's mounted debt. He's probably experiencing a lot of anxiety. Am I going to pay this off? Am I not going to pay this off? Maybe he even got married and maybe he has a kid, right? 35-year-old. Let's just say this is your average 35-year-old. Okay. Their average weight, keep this in your mind, is likely around 195 and 200 pounds. 195 and 200 pounds. Now, I'm not saying Jake is a 10, but does that look like a 200-pound man? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. He is not average. Look how easy it is to be above average now. Guys, we're living in a golden era of mids because now we're no longer mids. Now we're top tier trophy meat, right? So the average weight, 195 to 200 pounds. Boom. If you can manage to be less than that, and it's not that hard, guys, just miss a couple meals. Guys especially can fast. Women can't fast that much. It ruins our hormones. But you guys have the ability to fast, and you can be under 195 pounds too. It's very easy. Okay, average height. Average height is 69 inches, about 5'9", right? So 5'9". Jake's probably about taller than that. So he's above average height. Please, boy, sit down, right? All right. So the average education level, 40% of men, 35, actually 41% have bachelor's degree or higher. I don't know about his education. He can't really read well. So let's say he's got high school completed. So that's a little below average, right? All right. Now we're moving on to the average salary. The average salary of someone who's 35 is about approximately $65,000 to $67,000 a year, right? That's for 35. So if that is true, then, if you make at least that, you're pretty good. Now we're talking about the average dating status. The average 35-year-old man is, let's see, 50 to 55% are married, 30 to 35% are single, never married, and 15 to 20% are divorced or separated. So if you are married or at least never been divorced, you're winning in that department. So there you go. Or if you're at least divorced and not like completely broke or drained or destroyed from that, you're still winning. All right. Average home ownership. 60 to 65% of men who are age 35 own a home. So that's pretty good. Average gainful employment. 85% have gainful employment. How many are 6 feet or taller? So this is like that thing that takes you from mid to upper levels, right? 14.5% of US men are 6 feet or taller, right? And average with children, let's say if you want to say like, having kids, does that make you average or not average? So 55 to 60% of 35-year-old men have children. So there you go. Average happiness level, 6.5 to 7 out of 10 on the happiness score. So you get a 6.5, about a 6.5 out of 10 is your happiness score. If you're the average 35-year-old man. Average BMI. Look, this is an important one. This is your looks. Average BMI is about 25 to 29.9. That's like 30. Let's say 28 to 30. So that's going to be the BMI of the average 35-year-old. This falls in the overweight category. All right. This is what I'm talking about, how easy it is to be above mid. The average mid person is overweight. Guys, it's so close to be good looking right now. This is the best time to be an American. I did not find this stat out, but I heard it's around 4 inches because most people don't know what 6 inches is. All right. The average amount of medications that you're on at 35 years old is one medication. Okay, so the average 35-year-old man in America needs at least one medication to survive. All right, so if you're not taking a medication, you're above average, buddy. You're doing great. The average amount of debt for your average 35-year-old man is about $100,000 to $150,000 in debt. But we're estimating it could be a little bit less. So it could be like $120,000 of debt. So if you're a 35-year-old man and you don't have $120,000 in debt, you have less than that, you are above average, my friend. Look at you. You're doing great. So the average amount of close friends that a 35-year-old man has is about 2 to 3. 2 to 3 friends. If you have at least 2 friends, you are better than average, right? If there's at least 2 people that you can talk crap to on the internet or in person or whatever, you're doing great. You're doing great. All right. So let's reiterate just the physical stuff, right? Because I know you guys are like only care about looks. So if the average man weighs about 200 pounds, is 5'9", is, let's see, has a BMI of about 29 to 30, right? I think that's about, it was about like, I think I read it was a 35-inch waist. A 35 or 38, maybe it was 35 or 38, but it was really big. So if you are better than any of these, you're doing great. All right, so it's going to be good. You're doing fine. All right, let's see what the average man looks like. Hold on. I have a video. It will show you exactly so you guys can feel good.
Thousands.
There you go. Not
According to thousands of different data points, this is what the stereotypical American man looks like. So for all you people out there with body dysmorphia, feeling shitty about yourself, just take a look at this guy. Are you better or worse looking than him? Because you might just be above average. Now, these proportions come from anthropometric data, I think. The average American male is between the ages of 30 and 39, and his body mass index is 29, standing at a towering 5'9" tall and a 39-inch waist. I think this is a healthy reminder to all people out there right now that think they're overweight, fat, unhealthy, skinny, not muscular enough, their dick isn't big enough, they don't make enough money. The chances are you are doing better than average. You're beating the odds. We all want to be better. I get that, me too. But sometimes we need to take a look at the mirror and realize like how far we've actually come. I wish they did one of these for like the average gym goer or the average lifter, but I can almost guarantee it would be the exact same thing. The age-old meme is like, go to Planet Fitness around like 5 p.m. You're going to feel great about yourself. You're going to be the strongest one there, the leanest, the biggest, the most muscular. You should celebrate every, according to thousands.
all right, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel that you look better than this guy. Put a 1 in the chat if you look better than the average American male. The average American man. I don't know what this means. Oh my God. What is wrong with you guys? You guys, stop. You can do it. Oh my God. I don't know what to do with y'all. Okay. All right. So moving on. Here we go.
What Europeans think America is like. I wake up at 8 a.m. to the sound of gunshots and violence. Then after that, I have breakfast, an 18-piece fried chicken bucket with a 2-liter bottle of Coke. Then at 9 a.m., I start my daily commute from Los Angeles, California to New York City. Along the way, I drive through intense poverty and homelessness. I will do nothing about it. At 10 a.m., I arrive in New York City. I talk loudly about how great America is. At 11 o'clock, I decide to head down to Miami. At 11:45, I arrive in Miami. This is where I get my tan. After that, I head back to Los Angeles. It's awesome that I'm able to visit all 3 American cities in one day. Around 1 p.m., I go out to eat for lunch. I leave the waiter a large cash tip of $100. At 1:30 p.m., I publicly lean against the wall to rest. Around 3:30 p.m., there's another shooting. At 6 p.m., I have dinner, an entire apple pie that I wash down with a 2-liter of Coca-Cola. Then at 9 p.m., there's an alien invasion. This seems to only happen to the important countries. And that's my day.
See, guys? It's not so hard to like be super awesome and attractive in America. Like bottom of the barrel, anybody could do it. Just a little bit of effort and we got it. All right. So let's talk about the ladies because that's what you guys are here for. Let's talk about the Oh, actually, I have some photos of the average American man. So hopefully this makes you all feel better. So this is the average. Remember, this is the average 35-year-old man. I'm going to give you 3 examples so you guys can see what it looks like. All right. So here we go. Here's the first dude. This is the average 35-year-old American man. All right. And here's your next guy. This is the average 35-year-old American man. And the final one, this is your average 35-year-old American man. See? I know, you guys, if you can just do a little bit of work, you can be above average so easily. Anyways, moving on to the ladies. All right, according to some data that I found. All right, the average woman who's 35 years old is about 165 to 170 pounds. 165 to 170 pounds. Anyways, so, and also the average height of the average 35-year-old American female is 5'4". So they're 5'4", 64 inches, and they are up to 170 pounds on average. Okay. Average education level, 45% have a bachelor's or higher, blah, blah, blah. There you go. And then the average salary is about $55,000 a year for a 35-year-old woman. The average dating status is about 55% of 35-year-old women are married. About 15 to 20% are separated or divorced. Another 20 or 30% never married. All right. So there you go. Average home ownership, 60 to 65% own a home. Gainful employment, 73 to 78% have gainful employment, right? And that's debatable because I don't really think they consider actual gainful employment. Let's see. Average with children, about 60 to 65% of 35-year-old females have children. That's today. We'll see in the future if that changes. Average happiness level is exactly the same as 35-year-old men, about 6.5 to 7 points out of 10, right? The average BMI is also exactly the same as men, 28 to 29, so about like 30 BMI, which again is also in the overweight category. So the average American female is overweight. And the average amount of medications, they also take about 1 medication to live. And the average amount of debt is same as man, about $120,000 worth of debt. And the average amount of close friends is about 3 to 4. So they have on average 1 more close friend than men do. Okay. So let's go back to just physical traits. We're talking about a 170-pound, 5'4" female with a BMI of about 30 with $120,000 worth of debt. All right. So the bar is pretty low, pretty low. Now let's have another link. Hold on. All right. You're going to like this one.
physique of the average American female. So if you take the average of the 150 million female Americans out there, this is what they would look like. Average waist circumference of 38.1 and 168.5 pounds. This skinny queen wears a size 16 or 18. And I think what's more interesting than this is they asked them what they wanted their physique to look like what stats did they want to have. So the ideal weight these women chose was 124 pounds with a body mass index of 21.3. We don't really use the BMI anymore. That shit is outdated as hell. I'm pretty sure it
No,
says
it's not.
obese, fat, need to lose weight. And what's even more interesting than that is only 9% of men think the average American female physique is like the perfect body. And it's even more ridiculous that only 36% of men prefer what women prefer is ideal. 91% of average American females want to lose weight. I think this just goes to show that no one is happy no matter what. Even if you reached your end goal, your dream body, your dream physique, you would want more, you would not be satisfied. I think this is a similar thing. It's like, oh, $100,000 a year would make me extremely happy, would solve all my problems. And then people start making this is the physique.
This dude doesn't know what's up. All right. You guys heard him. The average American female would like to weigh 124 pounds. I weigh less than that. So Jake can suck it. All right. Oh, and apparently the average female, according to his research, was 5'3". So that sounds even worse. And yeah, 168.5. That's about what I found. Damn. All right. No. My God. Okay. Have you guys ever gone to like Amazon reviews and looked at like the average American that post photos on like Amazon reviews? Have you ever seen that? You know what I mean? Just like the average American. I'm not saying women or men or anything. Just go around, like, just, I don't know, just to look at the average American. You guys ever do that? I'm not like trying to say, I'm just saying that this is just what average people look like. So let's just see what the average regular old person looks like. And we're not making fun of them. We're just seeing what an average person is, because you guys are online too much. This is an average human being, right? This is an average human being in America, right? This is average human being. All right. These are average people, right? An average person. He's cute, but these are average people, regular old people. This is an average American woman. This is average American. She's cute. All right. But, still, like, we're looking at average people. Average. These are average Americans, right? An average American, right? This is average. An average American woman. They like the average American woman. This is your typical American woman right here. Look at this. She even has like a little drink. This is an average American woman. Average. This is just like products, but average Americans get products. I'm sorry. These are average people. Oh my gosh, did you not recognize them because the Instagram filters don't exist on Amazon? Did you not recognize your average? Like, she's using a filter, but whatever. We're moving on. Average, an average woman, right? See? You guys, tell Jake. I mean, it's a different world. It's hard to find regular women because all you see are these blow up dolls on Instagram. Those aren't real, guys. You need to get off Instagram. These are your regular old women, right? So anyway, so this is what America's average human being looks like. And I think it's important that we really take into consideration that, oh, look, she's got a lot of filters, but she's cute, right? See, so we have some average women, even some above average women, but for the most part, this is what women look like, right? So anyways, now that we have a new clear frame of reference, can we stop calling people mid that are not mid? Because none of you are going to be mid because you're going to freaking So you guys are doing great. You guys are doing great. You guys sell yourselves short. We are not average. Oh my God. Anyways, okay, let's see. Let's see. What is the average? Okay, let's see. All right. Now we're going to do the average life of an American according to Europeans, because I think this one is cute too.
This is what Europeans think America is like. I wake up at 6 a.m. ready to do some deporting. After that, I joined the army to help fight Greenland. Maybe you haven't heard, but America is 2-0 in world wars. At 10 a.m., I brush up on my American geography. At 11 a.m., I head over to Mount Rushmore. Wow, what a beautiful monument. After that, I turn on the news to relax.
Breaking news, eggs now $30.
Just in, plane crashes,
Just
100
in,
deaths.
inflation up 15%.
At 12 p.m., I pledge my allegiance to the President of the United States. At 3 p.m., I cancel my family's doctor's appointment. Vaccines are for weak people. At 3:01, my son gets smallpox. And at 3:02, we hold a memorial for little Timmy. If only there was some way this could have all been avoided. After that, I celebrate America being the best country on earth. We may be 46th in life expectancy, 14th in education, 35th in income equality, and 23rd in happiness, but we're #1 in freedom. Oh, we're actually ranked 26th. At 9 p.m., I put on my night vision goggles and get ready to invade Canada. And that's my...
All right. See? So, like, we're doing great in America. Like, we're not mid. All right. You guys are not mid. If you're here, you're not mid, because I've told you 5,000 ways you can be better than mid. Speaking of mids, Cheeks, do you want to come up and show them what a mid looks like? Exactly. So come up and show us what a mid looks like. Thank you. Appreciate you. I could tell. All right. Anyways, okay. So beautiful. Okay, go ahead and do that, Cheeks. All right. So now that we've established what America is doing, I thought we would just take a little peek-see over at what Europe is doing. Like, what's going on over there? All right, let's see.
Can't hit my protein. 10 eggs, 1 steak. That's 100 grams of...
You might not eat 10 eggs.
Yes, I am.
No, you
Let's see
won't.
how easily I can do it.
I'll tell you, he's having 10 eggs. It's not healthy in that amount of eggs.
10 eggs, that ain't good for you.
It can't be good for you.
10 eggs, 1 steak, 100 grams of protein, 1,200 calories. Let's show you how quickly this can be done. And that's 100 grams of protein.
All right. I have one more.
Is this in the kitchen?
Busy!
Mum, come here now. What is this? It's 2 wham studs.
You pair of idiots.
He looks
honestly.
wham, doesn't he?
He does, but you can't go out like that. It's ridiculous.
Bigger than you soon, mate. Mum, what is this in the kitchen?
Busy!
See, as you can tell, this dude took his dad from Flab, which was still like literally, like, let's be honest, his dad for his age was probably like a 7.5 in American, right? Even though probably for European he's like a 4, but he was definitely a 7.5 in American looks. at his age. And look, he just gave him a lot of protein and took him to the gym a couple times a week. And ba-bam, you too can be a Chad with just 100 grams of protein a meal, 10 eggs, and a steak a day or a meal. See, guys, it's totally doable. You all just complain. We're all going to be Chads in a couple weeks. We're going to do the from American mid to Chad challenge, and we're all going to become Chads. All right. So let's see. Oh, yes. That's what we have to do. So we have to load up on protein. So every time you feel hungry, you just be like, we need to get protein. You need to have muscle because muscle is what's going to keep you looking good and young. The more muscle you have, the better you look, the more structurally sound you are. Also, please remember that you don't want to do weight loss drugs if you want to be good looking, because losing weight quickly usually thins out the skin and makes you more saggy and stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a flab to Chad challenge. Yes. Oh my God. You guys. Anyways, so we're going to do that. We are going to eat more protein. Nobody says you don't have to add any vegetables. You can add some vegetables in it, but just hit your protein goals. And please don't do vegan protein. Please eat meat, eggs. I would avoid dairy because it can make you hold on to like a lot of water weight. And we want to get metabolically healthy before we do fun stuff like dairy. All right, guys. So we've all learned today that we're not mids, all right? That I didn't show you what women look like. I'm sorry. The average woman, the average American woman, hold on. 35-year-old American woman, all right? Here we go. Okay, so this is the average 35-year-old American woman. See, she's very cute, but she's 35, all right? Boom, 35-year-old American woman. And then we got this one, American woman, 35. All right, so guys, I'm telling you, it's easy to be above mid in America. If you're in America, you are gold. All right? God. Anyways, have a great day, you guys, because I know nobody's going to be walking around thinking they're mid tonight. So, anyways, have a great night. See you all tomorrow or whenever I stream again. And remember, get your protein gains in and stop selling yourself short. There's a lot less bar to reach to be above mid in America. All right. We are doing great. Oh my God. See, you guys already feel good about yourselves. You see, I told you, people don't understand. People don't look at what the regular people look like. Have you ever been to a theme park in America? Nothing should make you feel better about yourself and more freaking like a celebrity queen, king of the universe than going to an American theme park. Go to an American theme park. It's worth the price. It could be like $10,000 now. They're ridiculously over expensive. Yes, go to Disney World and go and sit on a bench. Just pay to sit on a bench. And I want you to not try to do anything or just watch people. Watch them eating. Watch all the foods that they throw into their bodies. Look at the ankles of the average American man, woman, and child. Look at their ankles, okay? All you got to do is just not do what everybody else in America is doing. And you are like above mid for sure. Nobody cares if your eye is over here and the other one's over here, as long as your waist isn't a 38 or more. All right. Yes. So Guys, remember, you got this. I'll see you next time. Have a good day.
Television screens bright.